comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Definitely shuts out the jump in. Trips him up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Shoots off a fireball up close. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. They are not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Connect KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Misses the drive impact. Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 can build off this lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Is this early super gonna change things? Now, can they finish the job? Smart play with the throw. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What are they gonna do? Jumps up, hits them with a stop and bop. Dashes, impact, squash. Crowns them from above. Ooh, what a smart throw. They gotta dig down deep here. Player, putting the cherry on top. Player 1 with a, what a finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. The overhead denied. Excellent block. That's not gonna hit. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. And whiffs! They're wide open! A quick breather. Player 2 reversal! Brings a breather to reset the situation. What were they thinking? Close range projectile. Picasso! Getting it some real damage. Connects with the throw. Danger. This is gonna hurt. The low kick hits. Some throws him. What's next? This is a complete shot. Gets him with a Euro step. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on thick. There's the burnout. Okay, here we go. All the throw connects. This may turn into a big chance. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? How heavy? What will be the follow-up here? Player 1 giving them food for thought. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shakes things up with a fireball. Blocks the impact. Jumps up. Smart play with the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. What are they thinking here? Opts for the throw. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Goes for the throw. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Shoots off a fireball up close. Solid blocking. Oh, easy tech. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Taking stock. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. The damage is really piling up now. They've been pushed into the wall, and the stun's there. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Did well to get the buff in there. Holds out with the block. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. What'll happen here? Creates an opening with a low heavy? Smart stuff, poking out that range to zone the opponent. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Knockdown and... buffs up. Drive boosted, hello. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Both fighters have a full super meter of super art. That's not gonna hit.
Everything I have.
Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Their spacing is so on point, like what? Anti-air. Low heavy, but no go. Jump. Either all the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. Poses them with a kick. Player 1 is in a very good... wasn't looking up. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Oh, plot twist. Barely... ooh, what a smart throw. Pumps the brakes on the impact. This can lead to some big damage. Still scrapping for control of the space. Gets it to hit the drive. Escapes the corner. Does a good job escaping the corner. Oh, here we go. The drive impact doesn't work. Jump goes to the air. Amazing. Close range projectile. Anticipated that throw. Saw it all. Nothing stops this train. A jump? This is gonna hurt. A whip closes it out. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. What are they thinking here? Great block on that ambiguous crossover. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. The throw misses. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Got their eye on the air. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters planning something? Down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Player 1 might have just shifted to come from the brink like that. What a comeback. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round 2. Fight.
Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump in. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Manages to block the jump in attack. Uses the gauge for a super art. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. They get the stun. This is a huge opportunity. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Puts one in the pocket. Fires off an overdrive bar. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Goes for the throw. Well-timed corner switch. Throws them to negate the block. Shoots off a fireball up close. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? All right, what's coming up next? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning step. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? They hit each other. Checks them with a projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Serenity Stream blocks it. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 holding onto that corner, blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Throw is denied. What a read! Reversal. Player 1 will look to a low heavy. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2, can this drive bring them back? Oh, we're going full turn strike with a callback to Yokusen. Life lead is low. Critical arm gets the tips with the low heavy. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Anti-air in the clutch. Jumps in. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. This can lead to some big damage. Shakes things up with a fireball. Throws them. Oh, here we go. Player 1 pumps the brakes on the impact. Crowns them from above. Meets them air to air. Good judgment there. What are they gonna do? Nice fireball. Keeps them out. Bumps while they're blinking. Player charges up the platform. Both sides getting ready. Trumps them hard. Noticeable. They are done. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.